And welcome everybody to the One Thing About Us podcast. I'm Hash Brown Alex, and joining me today is my co-host.
I'm just Justin, just plain old Justin.
And I'm Eric.
Eric, welcome.
Okay, so before we get started, or we're already started, before we get real deep into our topics, you started telling us about a dream, and I want to know more.
So I went to my house, and I was just chillaxing, and all of a sudden the Avengers villain Thanos comes out, and I'm wearing a gauntlet on my hand apparently, and we start dueling, and it's just getting crazy.
Do you have any Infinity Stones in your gauntlet, or is it just
I had everything.
Okay.
Everything he had, but I was doing Doctor Strange spells. I wasn't doing gauntlet stuff. I was just doing spells like the.
Well, Doctor Strange held his own.
It was crazy.
Without even using the time stone.
Exactly.
Well, and then there was a weird manager from work was just standing there like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm here. I threw Thanos into a moon.
So basically, like he does at work, just doesn't know what's going on.
Well, no comment. But yeah.
You can speak freely. We're not mentioning the person's name.
So I threw him into a moon, and he throws the moon at me like he did to Iron Man, and all of a sudden I just shut my door. And for some reason, I just sat on my couch and turned on the television.
So wait, alright, you're sitting at home relaxing.
Thanos,
just gently opens the door like a family friend. Like,
no,
hey,
he was
what's
already
up?
standing there.
Oh, he was just in your house.
He was in my house.
Did he walk out the cloud like he does in the movie?
No, he was just there.
So he just popped up.
I went through the thing because I was in my backyard.
How long was he there? Because you're not the most observant, so he could
tell
have been there for
The
hours.
entire time it was actually a standee in the corner.
Couldn't
Just a
tell you.
cardboard cutout.
But all I know is he was standing there when I got in the house. I went around the house to loop around and check to see if there was anyone else standing there, but he was there. And me and him dueled.
Like, you went like fighting or like dueled like swords or... Because
No,
dreams you can
we
do
did
whatever.
Abracadabra!
That's Avada
Oh, I'm talking about abracadabra.
Well, no one likes
They think it originated from that.
No, it did not.
I know I saw a thing where people were like, it was like a fan theory where abracadabra, like from the Muggles or whatever they're called, came from that spell because they were hearing it wrong, and they do sound similar.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
fuck you.
Fuck me, fuck you. Harry Potter invented magic.
Hi, yeah, Anywho, the first topic on the list, the first three topics is from my lovely mother because she was the only one that listened when I said email, DM, or comment topics because none of y'all else did it. Lousy listeners.
Lousy listeners. You're calling out the people that are following.
Well, yes, we're listening to them. They're listening. I deleted.
Did you just look up?
No,
all of our stuff?
I deleted this topic. I told him I was going to. Because it's.
Wait, was it what you told me? Was it
Are we cake? That was his topic. No.
What does that mean?
Are we cake?
No.
Have you ever just stood...
Take a bite of yourself right now.
He actually just bit his arm.
Have you ever just taken a
You wouldn't be
shower
red. You'd be double fudge.
and you sit there... Alright, diabetes Mike over there.
Diabetes.
You ever just take a shower and you got your ass and you just feel it and just nothing but cake comes out?
I'd never shit in the
Cake
shower.
of shit, maybe, because you didn't
No.
wipe properly.
Nope. I never shit in the shower either.
Well, I'd hope not, because that'd be
That's
weird.
disgusting.
There are people out there that
Anyway,
I'm sure that there's people
okay.
that- Either way, we're getting.
and they just hit it down.
He's
the
winning. He's
drain.
winning by using this topic. We need to stop. Keep moving.
So the first
can't win.
question my mom had, not the question, first topic, is she said movies, likes and dislikes. I'm assuming she means movies that we like and movies that we dislike. Well, my favorite movie of all time is The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
And yours.
Good choice. I can't say I have a favorite movie. There's too many movies.
There's got to be at least one or two that you can just.
You said
repeatedly
John
go
Wick
back
the
to.
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick 1. John Wick 1, I used to like the second one better, but the first one I rewatched it and I love it because when you get to the second and third one, now everyone's assassins, and I don't know how to feel.
The third one was it was good, but it was a little wonky at times. Like he's got to cut off his finger and go to the desert like that.
Yeah, like, where's
that
all
lost
this
me a little bit.
backstory coming from? Like this, it's all this like Assassin's Creed.
Or Giordani, whatever,
You
Giordani.
have punched our ticket, Giordani.
Dislikes.
It's like, okay.
My favorite movie was The Princess Bride,
That's a good one.
which sounds really dumb. If nobody's ever seen it, absolutely wonderful movie.
It's an excellent movie.
I love it to death.
He's only half dead.
How can you be half dead?
But yeah, dislikes. I know there's movies I dislike, but like right now, like my brain's.
Bullet to the head.
Yeah, he doesn't like that movie.
Bullet to the head.
Dread, the one with Keith,
That's fine.
Mike, whatever his name is.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban, yeah. No, that's
What were
not
you gonna
that
say,
good.
Keith Urban?
I actually was. That one's not.
Or his Australian
That one's not
country
that great.
I can't think of anything that I disliked just because I've either pushed it out of memory or I just refuse to keep watching those movies, so I don't remember.
Fucking Batman versus Superman, god awful.
That was bad.
I hate Natural Born Killers.
I hate that.
I cannot stand that.
That's my dad's favorite movie, and I cannot stand it. It's a horrific movie.
I don't like. There's certain movies you watch that give you like that feeling, like your heart drop feeling. Like there's certain movies I watch that just make me feel like oh afterwards, and that's one of them. Don't know why, but it does. And I love Woody Harrelson. I love Tommy Lee Jones. I love Tom Sizemore. They're all in it, but I do not like that movie.
I don't know. I can't think of anything really that comes to mind specifically that I was just like, oh my god, I could never do this again.
Snake Eyes wasn't that good, the new one.
It had potential too, but it just. I don't know if the acting was bad or just it was just.
Is it the G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we saw it in theaters. It wasn't that great.
Morbius.
Okay, but would
Sorry,
you?
I have a problem with Jared Leto.
Would you
He
put
just
that-
hasn't found a role that I like him in yet, and it's
Actually, not gonna lie to you. After we saw that, we actually watched a movie last Tuesday that he was good in, Lord of War. He actually had a decent performance.
I might have to watch this because I don't want to not like him because I liked his band. I like listening to him sing, but I cannot find a movie that I like him in yet. So I will try to.
An unpopular opinion: I don't hate his Joker. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it.
It's his own rendition, and I respect that, but it's not what.
Plus, he is an Academy Award-winning actor, so apparently he did something right.
Right.
You like 30 Seconds to Mars?
Mm-hmm.
I like
I don't know
one
much of
song,
their songs.
The Kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the worst movies ever listed was called Mac and Me. I've never even seen that movie.
That is a movie that Paul Rudd kept going on Conan O'Brien and playing a clip from that movie, and it is god awful. It's like a kid in a wheelchair.
In the Name of the King with Jason Statham.
I've never seen that one.
Material Girls. Blood Drain. A Little Bit of Heaven. Darkness. Zoom. The Fog. Some of these movies I've never
What?
even heard of. Speed 2.
What is The Fog? What is The Fog?
Covenant.
The Fog is what?
I already moved on. Flatliners.
Wait, isn't that
Happily Ever After.
Thomas Jane?
The
No,
Cleaner.
that's The Mist.
The Mist.
The Fog. There's a 1970 version.
The Fog is a so-so remake of a so-so
Yeah,
movie,
the remake.
lacking scare, suspension, or originality.
You.
It's got Tom Wellington, Maggie Grace.
I'm gonna assume Flatliners the new one.
Movie 43, The Cleaner.
Movie 43 was an interesting.
Pluto Nash. Vampires Suck. Playing for Keeps. Serving Sarah. Thankfully, I've never seen any of these
I
movies.
have never heard of half of them.
The Whole
What
10
is-
Yards. Godsend, Because I Said So. Yes, yeah, these movies I never even... So I don't have to worry about them.
I don't think she's asking us what the worst movies are. I think she's asking
No,
us.
I think that's
what-
where
I'm
we kinda
getting
went
this-
off on a tangent.
I'm getting this. I'm using these to see if there's any movies that I've seen that I'm like, yeah, that's a god-awful movie. Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I've seen plenty of movies that are Rotten Tomato bad but didn't deserve them. All 22, that did not deserve 23%.
We did watch Dark Crimes, which has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wasn't Wasn't horrible, but wasn't good.
Let's just say Ace Ventura came out of his accent a little bit.
To the point, I think it deserved higher than a 0%, but not by much.
The movie we watched before was worse. Gamer.
Yeah, Gamer was that's a ludicrous movie.
That's a god awful movie.
Gamer.
With Gerard Butler.
Wait, is that where like he's controlled by like some?
Yeah. Logan Lerman.
It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it is. It's ludicrous.
It's not. There's literally a dude dipping his waffles in syrup.
That's where you draw the line.
I'm like, this dude is like.
He's ever getting turned on. He's playing a woman avatar and he's getting turned on by like another guy. That's not. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. During that movie, there's always gonna be this memorable moment where I said something to Justin, and his words to me were, "Suck my big toe, you fat bitch." And now I cannot remember what I said to him. And then he looks at me like after he says, like, I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I don't remember what he said. I don't know why. He just said something. For some reason, I don't know. I just opened my mouth and sucked my big toe, you fat bitch, came out. And then he's looking at me. I'm like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I said that.
I'm trying to hold my laughter and like.
Was that an insult or what? Like,
I don't get it. And he's like, just looking at it and he's like.
I looked legitimately shocked because I'm like, I don't know where that came from. I just opened my mouth and it came out.
oh, that's great.
The next topic is serial killers.
I feel like we could do a whole episode on just the serial killers.
I feel like, because her next two topics I want to get into, but I feel like you can do, because she said serial killers and unsolved mysteries. I'm like, that can be, those can be like two separate.
That could be a whole thing.
Like we do research.
I would like to get into something like that.
And we get into it because I'm like, everyone needs to do some research.
Okay, I got my research.
So we'll
plan something out for that.
Yeah, because I've got like a bunch of cases to look into. Because you can go like with the Zodiac killer. I don't want to do something like
I want to find
that's
somebody
well known.
that's kind of like off the wall, rather than somebody that's like really well known. Be like, what did they do to really make their mark?
Oh, I got some good
Like
ones.
the severed feet mystery.
The what?
Severed feet mystery.
That's the Armenians.
Okay. The dead woman who named her killer. The boy in the box. Like there's a bunch.
Heard of that one.
There's a bunch we can get into. So we'll designate episodes of those.
Yeah, we'll have to do like specials.
So then we're moving on, and this one's the next one's favorite daydream. Like your favorite daydreams.
What's one that you keep going back to? I think mine.
Well, mine involves someone that broke my heart, so I don't really.
I'm so sorry.
It'd be like that sometimes, but.
Okay, let's go with something a little bit more fantastical, like.
Podcast taking off. I get rich.
Well, there's that kind of like I'm thinking along the lines of like I'm sure every guy has done it at some point. Had the.
You just threw us off with it. I wasn't expecting.
Comfortable here.
That's fine. I just wasn't expecting it.
But it was like there's always the daydream of like terrorists take over the mall and you're in there with like 3 other people and suddenly you go full Rambo and just like
I daydream about sometimes like people coming to work and I like.
Yeah, like somebody's like so and so is coming in with his
22.
You can take a pallet to the side of the head with him, and you just have this daydream of saving the day. Like that's usually mine, or I'll have. I had this one, and I keep thinking about it because I actually want to write the story to it, and I keep thinking about it where it's this. I don't know how we would put it, but it's like an exorcist. Who would be my character in my daydream. But they go in with like a ghost hunting crew and they find out like who it is, what kind of stuff is going on, and then if it's something malevolent, then he shows himself to actually be. I don't know if it'd be like part angel or something like that. To where
He's just
like,
misunderstood.
Yeah, it's just a misunderstood. It's like a little boy ghost. He's just pissed at his parents for making him clean the house.
Fuck you, Mom.
Like, I'm dead, I'm stuck here. They're going to stay dirty, damn it. But no, I had the idea of doing something along those lines to where it would, like, battle these spirits or whatever and then send them to wherever they should go.
I wrote a story where I never finished it. It was called Stormy Night. And it was about, like, a dude, like people breaking into this guy's house and, like, they got the father locked up in the basement and, like, they're torturing his family upstairs. And, like, he breaks free from the basement, yeah.
See, now I want to know more. Anyway. What about you? Any daydreams that
Don't have
you
any.
don't daydream?
Nope. Not one.
Everybody has that.
Nope.
Like movie.
You lying your ass
I
off.
can't. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I gotta know it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Share with the class.
We can't withhold from our listeners.
Yeah, we
Have,
can.
we have to be completely open with them.
Yes.
They have to be part of the journey all the way through.
That's why I said give us topics, but lousy people.
Didn't.
No. So we got stuck with topics like, are we really cake? Like, come on. So what would you daydream
Look,
about?
skinned
Come on. Yes.
No.
Give me one.
Or are they all just dirty? Are you naughty in your daydreams?
I swim in a pool with nothing but milk.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I respect it. You told us.
Here's the thing. I feel like that's like just off the top of his head as a joke to be funny, but also knowing Alex, I would believe it too.
Yeah. I feel like you pretend you're the last
Like
Cheerio.
regular whole milk.
Yep. And I am just relaxing on a thing, and then every once in a while, I have a cup and I just fill it up
No, don't
No.
drink it. No.
and
Everybody
I drink it.
No.
Well, I've got a.
in my fantasy, you can't take this from me. That milk is clean.
Okay.
So
Well,
fuck yourselves.
Okay, that's
Until you
fine.
get a
In
puke
your
hair in it.
fantasy.
Huh?
until you get a fucking puke hair in your cup of
I'm
milk.
drinking my own pee pears.
That's
Fuck.
I've got a.
You want to keep talking about? Oh.
What fair?
Just reminds me of that movie. What was it? Patch Adams, where it was the old woman was about to die, and so her biggest dream was to swim in a pool full of just noodles. And that's what I just imagine you with, is just sitting there like playing in a kiddie pool of just milk, splashing and everything.
So see, I got some weird friends because I got another one of my real good friends, my best friend. This person shall stay unnamed, but
For the room to
wants to. They talked about one time how they wanted to get a big tub of McDonald's honey mustard and just pour it all over their body.
Hold on.
And lay in it and rub it all in and just lay there because it's good.
I understand, but why would you want to like dive into it?
Just not die, just pour it
I'm not
on
gonna
you.
lie to you, but I'm interested in that fantasy.
All right.
I have like these heroic daydreams, and I'm thinking of like
There was.
stories.
I have a daydream.
No,
We get a
just
pool of milk. and a
pour
pool of
some
honey
honey mustard on me.
My daydreams just refer to me fucking smacking the shit out of people.
nugs.
Like I got a list of people I just want to walk up to and smack the shit out of.
Okay.
We all have that.
Yeah.
No, but this is particular. Like I smack spit in your face, and then I take a hot piss on their shoes.
God damn, dude, you have some repressed rage.
Yes.
I think everyone here has some repressed
It's-
rage.
It's just how tight is the lid on that jar.
Well, I think
It's tight.
about killing people
Well,
and like stabbing them and watching the life drain from their eyes. No, I want to watch it.
Yeah, but you guys are more. You're more adept at letting your anger out. I keep it in. I keep it in.
My anger very rarely gets out. I get annoyed.
See,
Yeah, I get flustered
You can't.
sometimes.
You can't take my thing. and
no,
just
no.
I'm not
make it-
taking it. Your thing.
You're just like,
You.
my anger's repressed because my anger comes
I'm
out.
not-
You'll see the bear.
I didn't say any of
Might as well make
that. I didn't say
TikTok.
anything.
You're gonna see the beast.
I didn't say that. You just said I let mine out, but I don't.
You have.
Not
You
anger.
say some mean things.
Out of
I
an
think you need to. I think you need to face those mean things.
out of an out of annoyance.
Yeah, but you don't wanna
it's
say
very
something.
rare anger.
He one time told me that I have chalky titties.
No, I didn't.
You know what? Fuck you.
I never once said that. If you're gonna put words in my mouth, at least make it believable or accurate.
What's a chalky
You at
titty?
one point in your life have said chalky and titties.
Not
In
Yeah.
a separate location.
on
like-
so. I've never said chalky,
Yeah, but if I record, yes, you have.
and I definitely never said chalky titties.
You've said titties.
I've
I'm
said.
pretty sure at one point, if I record you, I could put that together because you have said e.
I mean,
chalk.
considering that he said both words in
Hey,
a row right now,
I'll
you're going to end
fucking-
up playing that on repeat.
Yeah, chalky titties.
Yeah, but
just
obvious.
said this-
It's obviously it would be spliced.
Yeah, all right. If I'm the dumb one of the group, fine.
It's not. Okay.
I'll take it.
No one said you were dumb.
Shut up.
No. I just said, wow, you have a lot of repressed rage. And then we.
Interesting. Don't talk about that. Don't be a
I
bad.
don't get that out. No.
It was this
I
finger.
don't care. I know at some point you went lefty.
No, I never go lefty.
He threw his shirt up, shoved his finger up his belly button, and then smelled it and said, "Interesting." After the fact.
I told you not to say it.
Yeah, but
I told you not to
they
say
would.
it.
The listeners would want to know.
No, they
That
don't.
is
They
now
don't
your
know.
catchphrase. You now have a catchphrase of just interesting.
I do say that a lot.
Okay, so the next topic was dad jokes, or should we move on and come back to dad jokes?
I leave that up to you two.
I got mine ready.
I have some here. We can go around. What do you say, like 5 each? Just bounce
I
it?
guess.
See who cracks and who doesn't.
I don't know.
You don't seem that enthused.
Do you know what Forrest Griffin's password is? Not Forrest Griffin. Forrest Gump's password is? 1 Forrest 1.
That was good. It just looked like...
Did you hear the rumor about butter? Yeah, it's not spreading very well.
You just sound so, like, sad today.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It really takes guts to be an organ donor. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What do you call a beehive without an exit? Unbelievable.
What state is known for having small drinks? Minnesota.
I'm afraid. How was that funny?
I don't know.
How was that funny?
That was good. Just pictured a tiny soda can.
Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. Go ahead.
Did you hear about the bacon cheeseburger who couldn't stop telling jokes? He was on a roll.
How do you deal with the fear of speed bumps? You just slowly get over it.
I don't know why they got me. Oh, fuck.
You're gonna make me crack, Eric. Stop.
If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims.
Well, why did the orange lose the race? You just ran out of juice.
I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet.
Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels.
Your face is what's gonna make me laugh, not you.
Okay. My dog used to chase people on a scooter a lot. It got so bad we had to take his scooter away.
Where do fruits go on vacation? Paris.
What do you call an alligator who's wearing a vest?
What?
An investigator. Did you hear about the 2 does walking out of the bar?
Oh.
Yeah. The one doe looked at the other doe and said, "I can't believe I just blew $100."
Jesus Christ. My wife told me I had to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
Yeah. You want to hear a time traveling joke? No, you wouldn't. You already didn't like it. You can't trust atoms, you know. They make everything up. You want to hear a joke about construction? I'm still working on it. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? It was too tired.
What was that?
What type of tree fits in your hand? A palm tree.
The couple next door recently made a sex tape. They just don't know it yet.
Oh shit.
Last Last time a woman saw me naked for the first time, she screamed and ran out of the park.
I thought we were doing like
That's
friendly dad jokes here. We're getting dirty with it.
What's the difference between love and herpes? Love doesn't last forever.
Which state has the most streets? Rhode Island. Can I dive in this pool? It deep ends. Deep ends, like depends. Get it? What did the buffalo say to his son when he left? Bison.
Damn it.
First time I had sex, I kept the receipt.
What the? Found a wooden shoe in my toilet today. It was clogged.
Why did the coach go to the bank? To get his quarterback.
God damn it. I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Yeah.
What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved.
I refuse to buy those, but I do pay heavily for it.
Where are you getting these?
If two vegetarians get into an argument,
Dad jokes.
is it still called beef?
No, that's not what I'm laughing at. I got one. Hold on, I gotta find it.
I gotta Google some.
All right, my girlfriend's dog died, so I got her an identical one. Now she has 2 dead dogs. Oh shit.
I was boiling water the other day. It will be missed. But don't.
Put-ba-dumps. Oh, wow. Well, I lost all of that. Oh. That was funny. Let's see. I know I can find another one here.
Just saw 2 zombies on a date, and they say romance is dead. My grandpa complained your generation hooked on technology. I replied, no, Pops. It's your,
And you unplugged
it's
his.
your generation that's hooked. Then I unplugged his life support.
What did the toaster say to the slice of bread? I want you inside of me.
If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving definitely isn't for you.
Give it to me. Give it to me, she yelled. I'm so wet. Give it to me now. She screamed, but she could scream all she wanted. I was keeping the umbrella.
The best thing about taking a homeless person on a date is you can drop them off anywhere.
2 men broke into a drugstore and stole all the Viagra. The police put out an alert to be on the lookout for 2 hardened criminals.
When my girlfriend dumped me, I stole a wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back? I'm not reading this one, but I'm going to show you because this is what they say a joke is.
Was it the feminist?
Yeah.
Amazing.
They say that during sex you burn off as many calories as running 8 miles. But who the hell runs 8 miles in 30 seconds?
No one.
Presumably, the Yeti's father has snowballs.
My uncle runs a summer camp for kids about to get
No, you gotta say it now. You started.
abused.
Oh.
These jokes are hitting the spot.
See, oh, it's a whole story.
Well, you got to read the story.
I don't even know how this is going. I'm just going to start reading it. My dad gives terrible advice. Before I left for college, he reminded me that the difference between a lobster with tits and a downtown bus stop is that one is a busty crustacean and the other is a crusty bus station.
I like that.
All right, so shall we move on?
Yeah, that was
All right.
funny.
So next topic is movie trivia.
And we are going to Subject today is the Marvel Cinematic.
So is he the only one that can answer?
I kind of want to see just how far he can go. I'll read them off and I'll let you both answer. How about that?
I'll let him answer.
No, the whole topic is to stump you, not me.
Yeah. No, probably not. Considering you can rattle off dates and people and
It's Marvel. You should be able to handle that one.
yeah, I'm just
You
gonna.
do more of the in-depth dives
That is true.
than I do.
I do like deep diving into shit.
Let's see.
I don't mind listening.
That's why my ex loved me.
Hawkeye has how many children?
3.
Very good. Pointed to Justin. Natasha Romanoff tells Loki that she's got what in her ledger?
It's you. I know the answer.
answered the first one. Then why
I couldn't help it.
Red.
Let's see. That one's too easy. See, now I'm reading these and it just does not seem difficult.
Because he has 2 sons and a daughter.
We did just watch the Hawkeye.
Who did Mark Ruffalo replace as the Hulk in the MCU?
Edward Norton.
God, I knew you were going to get that. Where did Peggy tell Steve she wants to meet him for a dance? Ooh.
Where did she tell him, or where did she say?
Where did Peggy tell Steve?
At the Hydra facility.
Oh no, like where would they be meeting at?
Go ahead, because I don't know.
No, if you know the answer, go for it.
I'm stumped. I think it's Times Square, ain't it?
Was it? It was.
No, it's a bar or some
Yeah,
shit.
they were at the
It
bar.
was a bar.
It was the bar they were talking about.
I can't remember the name of it, though.
Yeah, well, I never knew the name of it. All I know is the one where they was like, you just haven't found the right partner.
The Stork Club. Scott Lang was trapped in the quantum realm for how long?
Was it 8 years?
5 years. It was the whole 5 years that everybody was snapped out.
But for him, it wasn't. It was like 5 minutes or
What am I
something like
thinking?
that.
8 years. What am I thinking? 8 years. I have to have got that confused with something else.
What are the names of Wanda's twins? I'm assuming this would be in WandaVision.
Yeah, son of a bitch. We just watched that too. That I don't know. What are they?
Billy and
Wa-
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy. Huh?
I was going to be wrong anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What does TVA stand for?
Time Variance Authority.
Very good.
Thank you, Loki.
What is Mobius's last name in Loki?
Mobius. Mobius and Mobius.
Which actor played Marvel's first Asian superhero, Shang-Chi?
Simu Liu.
Very good. I didn't even know that until I read this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to pronounce it.
Trevor Slattery revealed in Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings that he managed to escape execution with the performance of what?
Was it Shakespeare?
It was?
Macbeth.
Yeah, that's it, Macbeth.
I either had Macbeth or Hamlet.
Very good guesses, though. You're keeping them, like, right there on top of each other, so damn. Pepper Potts is allergic to what?
Strawberries.
How did you know that? Because I didn't even know that.
Because he brought her the
He brought her to strawberries, and she's like, oh, the one thing I'm allergic to. He's like, I knew it was something.
No, because she says the one thing I'm allergic to, and he says strawberry.
Let's see.
That was when he came to apologize in Iron Man 2.
On what planet was the Soul Stone in Infinity War?
Vilmore.
Boromir.
Something like that.
Vormir. Yeah.
I knew it. I was just waiting to
Very
see.
good.
Because he did the snaps. I was like, is he going to get it?
I was going to say he's digging.
I had to think. I get the Soul Stone and the Mind Stone confused. The Soul Stone's where you have to kill somebody. Spoiler alert!
If you haven't seen it by now, that's up. What is Carol Danvers' nickname for Monica Rambeau?
Shit.
It's not that.
It's definitely not, but
Shit. I know. Bitch.
Maverick.
No.
Goose.
Lieutenant
No,
Rebel.
Goose was the fucking...
Who's Maverick?
Cat.
She might be Maverick, actually.
Goose was the cat. She wasn't no Maverick. She ain't no fucking Tom Cruise.
I know, but Maverick was in that movie somewhere. I just don't remember where.
You're gonna disrespect Top Gun in front of my brother?
What type of doctor is Doctor Strange?
You know that one. I can't think of the exact... What is Doctor Strange? What kind of doctor is he?
You know any neurosurgeon?
Mm-hmm. Very good. last one. Whose power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme?
No one.
Was that your actual answer?
No. Is it an Avenger?
Mm-hmm.
Thor?
No. Scarlet Witch. She is actually stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Allegedly.
I'll tell you what, this is the last one.
In a comic version, she was able to say no more mutants and wipe mutants off the face of the earth. So it gets crazy.
It depends on what Sorcerer Supreme.
Just
Because if it's the Doctor Strange from What If, I don't think Wanda taking that one on.
The one with like all the creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And this Stan Lee's final cameo was in which Marvel movie?
It was
Spider-Man, right?
no. Was it one this year?
Hmm.
So it was last year. So it was, what was the 2021 movies? Son of a bitch, I can't even think of what the 2020... There's Black Widow, Shang-Chi. He wasn't in Eternals, most definitely wasn't.
I don't think it was. I think it was 2020. It was either 2020 or 2019.
Was it Endgame? Yeah, it had to have been Endgame, yeah.
Endgame was his final cameo.
R.I.P.
What was his cameo in that?
I would have to look it up exactly.
Never mind. Figured it out.
Where was he at? I don't remember.
He was like driving a car and like digitally de-aged or something. It wasn't... I don't know.
Hmm.
When they had to go back in time to... When Tony and Iron Man went back and told S.H.I.E.L.D. and he saw his dad, he was like somewhere in that scene.
I think, yeah, you're right. Still, R.I.P.
Not gonna lie to you, I'm a little disappointed because Disney Plus took out a R.I.P. for him when in The Punisher season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
They took it out?
Yeah, they had a rest in peace Stan Lee, and then they took it out because they felt the scene that preceded it was too graphic. But it's the Punisher literally doing what the Punisher was written to do: kill bad guys. Because the Punisher's going to do something.
John Berthenell is the best Punisher.
Yes, he is.
That man is just filled with natural rage.
His yell, all you have to do is look at him, you can hear his yell.
Next one is, why didn't we learn real life skills in school?
Because I didn't pay attention.
No, I don't think that they ever even taught us anything worthwhile.
The one good thing I always hear is you never have a calculator with you.
Yet now we carry calculators around with us every day. But no, like going through how to file your taxes, how to write out checks, how to balance everything.
Because the public education system is a joke.
It is.
It's a scam.
It's just a parents dump their kids off.
School was just originally made to get people indoctrinated into the working force.
It was
To wake up early, work from certain hours.
What was it the
Joke's on you,
it was
you
the
wake up late.
Industrial Revolution? Like whenever big factories and manufacturers and stuff got made.
Get you ready for a 9 to 5. Joke's on you, I don't wake up till like 11. All they hear lately it's like 12 or 1. So,
I keep waking up at 3 a.m. and I don't have to be at work until 6.
well, that's the devil's hour. So maybe there's something there with you.
Yeah.
You may need to look around your room. Be like, Sammy?
Got that Ouija board.
I need to get one.
That'd be the
I
perfect
do want
time.
to do a Ouija board. We're gonna. What if we do that here during one of our?
Well, if I did that here, my mother would never come visit me anymore.
Well, I mean,
We had to do it in a secure location. A secure location.
secured location. My wife wouldn't let me do it at the house.
We'll do it in Alex's den.
The fuck you will.
There we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get the fuck out of
You
my
actually have ghosts at your place.
Take one for the, yeah.
No.
In the bathroom,
I don't have ghosts in my
outside his house, in his parents'
don't.
backyard.
Okay, now that's true. That the
Yeah.
ghost there. Did I ever show you that video?
No, I never saw anything. I just keep hearing about it. Is there woods or something back there?
That was at their back door.
There we go.
Yeah, but yeah, Alex's
I don't know
bathroom.
what it was because it
His
looked like a
bathroom,
giant
walked
canoe.
by his bathroom with him in it.
Shower curtains, closed or open all the fucking time.
Open.
Always has to be open.
Well, I got a glass door, so
Oh, yeah.
before then,
Aren't you fancy?
before then,
No.
shut. I had it shut
Shut?
Mhm.
Kind of. Monster are you?
for the decorative, so people
what if
come over.
something-
I'm not gonna lie to
behind
you. I shut it if people come over.
I do not, because that shit worries me.
I'm not worried about someone being in there because I'm like, how would you get in there without me knowing?
I mean, how does it happen? That is, You could think about it all you want to, but still it happens to people.
There's no ghost in my house.
Because people aren't observant.
I don't have ghosts.
Just like people are like, oh, they get in their car and people's in the back. I always look in the back seat of my car before I get in.
I actually do in my truck because I was driving down LPGA one day and I thought I saw somebody in my backseat.
Of your truck?
You have a backseat?
No, it's like a little back area.
It's a back seat. My sister sat back there.
You would have to be like a midget to be back there.
Oh, it's just like that little bench seat
Yeah.
behind them. Yeah, no.
That they're facing each other.
If they're back there, they're not getting up whenever you're driving because they're not going to be able to move. 'Cause I can't imagine.
Just lean your seat back, recline your seat. Ah!
Or you go right through him and he's like, looking at his heart. What the fuck is that?
Stuff you got away with that you probably should have gotten into deep trouble for.
I had a hit and run once. I don't know what the statute of limitations on that is, but
Statute of limitations on most crimes is between 7 and 10 years.
okay, I'm free.
All right. So a long time ago,
Oh God, you actually have something. I want to hear this.
worked at Walmart. I drove there and we had to park in the back parking lot. I had a Mercury Cougar. So I was driving to work one day, 2011, 2010. I was an unloader, so we got there at 4 o'clock, 4 to 1 o'clock. And I dinged a car. And when I say I dinged it, I dinged that motherfucker.
So you dinged more like smash.
Yeah. And instead of saying something, I looked around and just moved my car. Come to find out, it was my boss's car. And she was so mad. She said, I was at the beach and someone dinged my car. And I'm just like, bastards. But to this day, I did it.
I had what the hell was that? I think it was a Dodge Dakota Sport. It's almost like your truck now. But I was up in Ohio. It was snowing, and I didn't feel comfortable driving home, so I was actually I think I was only like 17, 18. So I was gonna have my mom, who had a 4-wheel drive car, come pick me up so that I would make it home safe. Because as you know, those little pickup trucks and snow do not mix.
No.
Way too light. Well, I go to park in the parking lot of my high school because that's where I was passing by, and there was a basketball game going on. And I go to pull into a spot, and I hit a patch of ice and slid. And I wasn't exactly going slow, but enough weight carried me into the bed of the side of this other truck, smashed in his fender. And I look over, and there's a woman standing like 2 cars down that she just like perked up and saw me. So I was like, So I pulled into the spot and sat there like I was going to do something. She walks out and past me and goes inside, and so I just backed my truck up and drove home myself. And I was like, to hell with that. Turns out it was one of my classmates' trucks, because I came back to school that following week, and he was talking to everybody about somebody in the parking lot smashing the side of his truck in.
But they'll never know.
They'll never know until we're famous. Yeah, got away with that. Stealing road signs was a big thing, but that was kind of hit or miss. You never stole road signs?
No.
Really? Yeah, you can.
I wouldn't think that.
I had a big ass. I used to have a big ass, like the legit stop sign hanging up in my room.
More like
Sammy had one whenever I moved in with her.
I'd steal like a fucking Taco Bell sign or something before I'd steal a
How are you gonna get
stop sign.
a Taco Bell sign?
Someone on TikTok
the
had
one,
it.
The one that like lights up, or just
Yeah, you plug it in and
You've seen like the ones on TikTok or something. I bought this new TV off of Walmart Marketplace, and they plug in. It's like the McDonald's menu.
when you get a TV off Wish, turns on welcome to Taco Bell.
welcome to Taco Bell.
Take Taco Bell, yeah. Someone bought a TV from a crackhead, never doing that again.
Dogs versus cats.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Cats for Justin.
Really?
No, I'm a dog guy.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen you with a dog, never seen you even talk to a dog. I've
You
never
don't talk to a dog, you baby a dog. Every dog is a puppy, no matter how old.
Why do you feel the need to lie?
because I like it. Gets me off.
Out of nowhere.
Just gets me off. It is what it is.
I mean, you've seen me with your dog numerous
I
times.
don't like him.
I don't. You know how many pictures I got of Iggy? Me and Iggy?
That is true. He takes because my dog's one of those guys. When he first sees you, he'll be rambunctious, but when he gets comfortable, he will lay at your feet or lay all up on you. He stole his blanket once and kept trying to take it, and all Iggy's doing is, trying to take it from him. And Bree, my wife's like, she'll give him what it wants, so he's used to just getting his way. But he is not budging. He's like, nah, it's not happening. You do your thing.
And dog won't get my fucking blanket.
Yeah, every dog's.
I'm like, you gotta let the dog know who's the alpha in the house. It ain't you, bitch.
Me?
No, the dog.
Oh yeah.
Iggy's not a bitch, but you know what I mean.
You don't mess with. He knows.
The little
same
rapist.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I'm over there, I just sat on his couch. Alex was using the bathroom, and I'm like, and then he just hops up on my back and starts like fucking humping the shit up my back. I'm like, help me! I'm being raped by your fucking dog.
I'm trying to take a leak. I'm trying to take a piss, and all I hear is. I walk out the door. He's on his back there, mounting him, and old Justin's like, "Get him off of me!"
Because I didn't want to like rear off and like accidentally hurt him.
Right.
So I'm like, you fucking dog's raping the shit out of me.
And then he'll stop. He stopped for a minute. We were doing something. I can't remember. We were watching something, and all of a sudden he just looks up and walks right back to him, mounts him again. He's like,
Take me to dinner first, damn it. Oh, that's funny. Oh shit.
The sounds. I never forget the sounds all year.
No, I like dogs. Like if I got a pet here, I'd probably get a cat.
It'd have to be a cat here.
Why?
Because these
Just because
floors-
they take care of themselves. But still, like they don't give a shit. I think that's the thing that gets me is they just like, fuck you.
Dogs are like that too sometimes.
What about cats?
No. Yeah.
You do not like cats, do you?
I hate cats. My wife had a cat up in Ohio, and I couldn't. He got away with it because he acted more like a dog than anything. But I still don't like cats at all. They drive me nuts.
Oh, I got some stories, but I can't tell them on there.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, PETA, whatever that fucking thing might come after me. So
But we will cover that another time.
That's for a live show.
favorite cartoons.
I'm assuming growing up would be the best, like cartoons that you watch the most growing up.
Rocket Power,
Oh, watch Rocket Power.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Whenever I was growing up, Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Yep.
Oh my God!
Ed and Eddie. Yeah.
Oh, and they would do everything for a Jawbreaker.
Yeah,
That'd
and
be
they
the
were
whole-
huge, like bigger than their fucking
And
head.
what was that kid with that plank?
Plankton. Yeah, Plank.
Plank,
Oh,
no,
it was
Plank.
Plank.
I said
and-
Plank.
Plankton
I stopped
was
myself.
SpongeBob.
I know. I stopped myself.
What was his name?
I can't think of it.
It was
That show was
shit.
because the dude
Can
was
you, Charles?
Charles. Pull up that name, please.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yep.
That was
What, even though-
SpongeBob.
You know what? But actually, later
Cat Dog.
in time, you found out Courage was not a coward.
no. As much of the shit he went through like,
To
holy
save that old
crap.
lady and that old bastard who tried to scare him. The wall of thornberries.
I like chickens, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie was so.
Oh my god.
Eddie, what are we doing today?
Johnny 2x4.
That's what it was, Johnny. Rolf.
Oh my God, Rolf.
Why do you curse the son of a shepherd?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
I didn't like Hey Arnold until I got a little bit older. 'cause
Rugrats.
it was a little bit more legit.
Yep,
Rugrats. Was a good
Rugrats.
Oh, fuck it. What was
one.
it?
Favorite Rugrat?
What was the name of that show?
Chucky?
I was like Chucky. Because his dad found love in Rugrats in Paris.
Did you hear about the
Good movie.
Orange tape.
the conspiracy?
For Angelica?
Well, they're actually like they're all dead.
Yeah. So, if I remember it right, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was all a fantasy for Angelica because her parents never paid attention to her. So anytime she would go over there to be babysat, she made up the kids.
You
to
fucking
play
with me?
No.
That's so
Okay,
good.
you've never heard this?
Yeah, it's legit.
Straight up,
Yeah.
like you've never heard
No.
this before. Holy shit. Alright, so
Johnny Bravo.
Do the monkey with me.
come on. No, but the whole Angelica thing. Sorry, I really liked it. It was a neat idea. So we'll work our way down the list here. So Tommy, of course, you know his dad was always making toys, and mom was like a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy was stillborn. So his dad is constantly downstairs making toys for the son that he never had, and mom stays upstairs in the kitchen all the time. And then there's Chucky, who died in a car crash with his mom. Phil and Lil, the mom had an abortion, and so they never found out if it was a male or female baby, so she made one that looks exactly the same for both.
What is this shit?
Yeah!
Who came up with this?
Let me see, who else was there?
So this is a legit theory you found on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then,
Fuck.
let me see, I think Dill is the only actual baby, and that's why you can't understand it. Dill was real.
Yes.
That's why he can't speak.
Was the same for Phineas and Ferb. The Phineas and Ferb actually
See,
died.
I never watched Phineas.
The Phineas and Ferb were actually dead, and it was all Candace. That's why they never get caught doing
The
anything.
best part I loved was fucking Perry the Platypus.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Perry the fucking... My sister loved that shit.
Because I know that whole song. It's 101 days of summer vacation. And school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mommy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Creating something that doesn't exist or giving a monkey a shower. Creating tidal waves, creating nanobot, locating Frankenstein's brain. It's over here. Finding a dodo bird, paying a continent, or driving our sister insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all.
Golden Girls.
Why you gotta do that, man?
Do the Golden Girls.
Why you gotta do that?
Do that theme.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, he invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
There's a little bit I missed in the middle there, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty White. Oh, Arthur. I watched Arthur a lot.
Arthur. Why did my brain not want to bring that
The
one back?
Aardvark. It just ended.
Angry Beavers.
There's that.
Timmy is an average kid
Oh, yeah.
that no one understands.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Yep, watched that too.
Mom, Dad, and Vicky always giving him commands. Bad twerp.
I can never remember. Was Vicky evil?
Well, they made a song called Sticky Vicky or Icky Vicky.
Sticky Vicky. Sticky Vicky's when she hits her teenagers.
Ha ha! Ba-dum.
Apparently they're leaving a live action one.
Really?
Live action. Fairly Odd Parents, so I think...
I remember when they did the Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents crossover.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch Jimmy Neutron too.
They had a Jimmy Neutron ride at Universal.
And Samurai Jack.
Oh,
Samurai
Samurai Jack. I love Samurai Jack.
Such a good show.
brought that back,
Powerpuff
too.
Girls.
Yep.
They ruined the Powerpuff Girls because they tried
Ben
to
10. Kim
Never
Possible.
watched
Ben
that.
10 was good.
Ken Paul.
Danny Phantom.
Nope.
Gotta catch him all because he's in
Danny Phantom.
What happened?
Stories from customer service.
So did anybody else work customer service?
I did, but I don't really have any crazy stories.
I have a couple. One of them is majorly offensive to people who are mentally ill. Don't know if I should tell that on air or not. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But one of them,
Maybe when we can afford lawyers.
maybe when we can afford like.
Because right now we can...
No,
Unless they work pro bono.
I used to do a lot of voices over the loudspeaker at Lowe's when I worked there. One of them was this old lady, and I would sneak up behind other associates, and I would ask them for help in this voice. So I'd,
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I need your help.
and they would turn around and do the normal customer service. They, oh, how can I help you? And they'd look at me like, oh, fuck you. And then they'd go back to what they're doing.
He sounded exactly like Gabriel Iglesias just then.
Yeah.
So I did it so much to this one friend that I actually got him when I wasn't there. So I was actually at home. I get a phone call from him, and he's just cursing me out left and right. I'm like, dude, what the hell did I do? He's like, you made me yell at an old lady.
I didn't make you do
I
shit.
said, how did I do that? I'm at home. I'm off today. He's like, I know. Fuck you anyway. And then he proceeded to tell me the story that he was up on a ladder in the aisle, down stacking some product, bringing it down to the floor. At the time, we worked in paint together. So he's bringing down these buckets of paint. He goes back up to the top, and he hears from behind him,
Excuse me, sir. Can I get some help over here?
and he turns around and he goes, fuck you, Biggie, and he turns, and there's this old lady standing at the bottom of the steps. He's like, oh my God, I am so sorry.
That is the greatest story of all time.
And the best part is, though, that she didn't take offense to it, because he explained that I do this voice that sounded, and she started losing her mind laughing, too. She lost it, and it was just the funniest thing ever, because I got him without even having to be in the building. Oh, it was great. Oh, let me think. Is there anything else that I did?
No, I was just watching people try to steal, and I'd stop them.
Oh, that was the best part, is following around those thieves. There was one guy, we had this thing, it was called Turtles. It was that little security device on the drills and electronics and shit. Well,
Become spiders at Walmart.
Spider wire.
Yeah. We had, it was the same exact thing, except we had the straps we did were the ones that went through it rather than that wire that clips into them. And they would take it, cut the straps, because of course it's the pressure onto the box that actually holds those ones on, and they would slide it into a bucket of paint and drown it and short it out. So they would come out covered in different colored paints, knowing that they were going to steal something. And there was a guy that we followed back into the door section. He got in between two doors, opened up a can of this bright yellow paint, dunks the turtle down into it, but in the process sticks half of his hand down in it. So as he's trying to get away from us, he's just leaving a trail of just yellow right behind him, just breadcrumbs, right to wherever he's going. And we got up to the front, and our LP was just standing at the door with him, hand covered in paint up to his wrist, holding on to this drill set. We ended up having the police come in and get him. But it was just hilarious seeing people try to pocket merchandise and take off with it. Probably the best part.
We'd lock people indoors, fighting people. I remember there's one I stopped this woman from stealing, and I think it was her husband. He just left her. He saw I was holding on the buggy, and she was yanking on the buggy because it was $300 worth of shit. It was a lot of shit, a whole buggy. And I'm holding on to the buggy, and she's yanking it from me, and he pulled up, saw, and just, he ain't no ride or die. He left your ass.
There was one guy, back where I was at, he owned a lot of properties, he had a lot of rentals. He was a super nice guy, but he did all the work with himself and his sons. Well, he was in almost every day at the same time, and he saw that we were following one guy around. He had a big buggy full of just tools and all sorts of shit that he could try to steal. And we're following him, and this is probably going on for about an hour. And this contractor walks up to the guy with the buggy, puts his hand on the front of it, and says, "Get the fuck out of the store." He goes, you can't talk to me like that. And he's like, I don't fucking work here. I can talk to you however I want to. Get the fuck out. And his two sons stood on the other side of him, and they were not small people. I think his sons, one of them was 6'2", the other one was 6'4", and they were all built. All they did was just construction work.
A brick shit house.
Dude fucking dropped everything and left the store right there. It was hilarious to see it, because the manager was standing next to the contractor. He's like, you can't let him talk to me like that. He's like, he doesn't work here. I can't say anything to him. It was wonderful.
I don't think I would have left. I might would have left the buggy, but I wouldn't have left the store. I'm like, you ain't gonna bitch me out like that.
Have you ever stolen anything?
We're not going to talk about that.
Why not?
I've dabbled in the theft.
Oh, really? Huh?
I've taken. I used to carry a Walmart bag with me, and I'd put stuff in the bag, and I had an old receipt, so they wouldn't catch me.
Damn, you had it thought out.
Mastermind over here.
When I went to college for the year that I went, because it was too damn expensive where I decided to go, I didn't have any money, any income, because all my time was spent either in school or I was on the football team. So I didn't have any kind of time to do anything. So I didn't have a job. I didn't have any kind of money income. And I would steal food for that whole first year. from the common area. Like I would go in, and they had it to where you go down one side, kind of like a regular cafeteria. You pick up whatever you want, but you could double back if you missed something. So I would double back around away from the registers and then just walk out. So I have just like this big ass tray of food walking back the other way, and as long as I didn't make eye contact with who was at the register, didn't even pay attention.
One year, I think it was my high school, I used to stand where the milk, where you walk to get milk. And
You and milk.
This is where it all started, right here.
I used to load up my backpack
Memories.
with chocolate milk. One day, not night, this lunch
Just
lady
imagine you with like the burglar mask in there at night,
makes
just
eye
like
contact with me and she says, "Stop," and I'm sitting here.
just like a deer in the headlights.
And I had two thoughts just then: either pack it and run, or dump the bag and go. But I had shit in there I needed, because my mom would have been pissed. So I just stood there like an asshole, like just keeping eye contact with her. And then she's like, "I stopped," because I was at 10.
You had 10. Wait, were these the little like cardboard cartons or little bottles?
Because I'd sit in my fifth period class and I just drink them, and then I'd make.
My gosh, man.
Yeah. And then she made eye contact with me. She says, "You've stolen for the last time." And I was like, "Did you know I was taking shit in the first place?" And and the guy she referred me to, our counselor, the guy who did everything, this guy called your parents for everything. Anytime you got a referral, sometimes you get a referral, they just tell you, this is what's going to happen. This guy would call your parents for everything. And I could hear my dad on the other end. And all I heard was, what? Yeah, he was just there
Who
stealing
wants to
milk.
get the phone call like
Because
your son's a dairy thief?
Because the dude was like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. He's like, "All right, I got to call your parents." And they always call my dad, because every time my mom would answer, oh man, no. But then there was one time I got an eraser stuck in my ear. I was messing with a mechanical pencil.
What?
And I kept putting it there, and I shoved it in my ear. Don't know why.
Hearing your dad tell this story was priceless.
And I had it in there, and I couldn't get it out. I could not get it out. So they sent me to the nurse. She tried. She could not get it out. So she's like, "I'm going to have to call your parents." And she called my dad. And all you hear on the other end of this phone is, "Jesus Christ, boy." He was so mad. Because he sleeps during the day. So they're waking him up. Plus, it's something ridiculous.
So he's half asleep, and then he wakes up to hear, your son stuck an eraser in his ear, and he can't get it out.
My
You're
mom,
gonna have to come pick him up.
My mom was in a meeting at work with like department managers and stuff, and all of a sudden she says, "My son got an eraser stuck in his ear."
That is like the weirdest sounding excuse, but you'd have to believe it if somebody came and told you that. That's not something.
But the biggest thing is I had no shame in it. I'm like, I thought I was so cool
to have an eraser in your ear.
because everyone's laughing at me, laughing with me. I'm thinking,
They won't laughing with you.
I know, I'm aware.
Now that I have self-esteem issues, I understand that.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, I got that eraser stuck in my ear so deep." And I'm like, wait, that may be not a good thing. The lady finally got it out. She finally worked that thing out. But man, let me tell you, if I had to go to the hospital because of that, my parents would not have been happy.
Oh my gosh, I think the only times... I think I've only had my parents have to come like actually get me from school one time. I had to go to the hospital because I had actually broken my ankle. But when I did it, alright, so I don't know if I've already told you this story before. Playing volleyball in gym class, and I'm trying to show off this girl that I like. And I tried to jump, which is not much of a jump. That's more or less just kind of tippy-toe, because I'm not a small man and I don't go vertical very high. Rolled my ankle, and my ankle bone actually punched the floor. And as I'm rolling in pain, everybody in the class is laughing at me, including the gym teacher. Just cackling. And they're like, "Oh, just get up, get up." And meanwhile, I can't walk, clutching my leg. It wasn't until our football coach was actually going through the gym that he saw me and came over and actually saw that I was in pain.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah. I ended up having to sit out that week for football because then somebody decided to try to chop block me in that leg because I had it super taped up.
I thought my thing was connected. I thought it was low.
No, I had my ankle like taped in almost like a cast.
Silent.
I thought the fucking thing was connected to it. You may have to reconnect it. You can keep looking at me all at once. The thing still went off.
What happened to phones being silent and nowhere near us? My phone is right over there.
But you can't access it.
I like super made sure my shit wasn't in the
What'd you say?
You can access it on your laptop.
I can, but that's beside the point.
But yeah, so that was the only time I've ever had my parents call on me.
Chop block you? Who chop blocked you? That's a legal football maneuver.
No, not for somebody my size. That was just a day at the fucking office.
Well, every time Ric Flair chop blocked someone during a match, they said this is illegal in professional football.
Yeah. No, dude, it wasn't even the thing. It wasn't even like during a play that I was part of. Like, all right, so obviously I was a lineman.
Someone just found you in the...
No, they straight up, like I was jogging down the field. Like the play was past me. The dude outran most of my teammates, and I'm jogging to the huddle. And the dude just come out of nowhere and puts his shoulder right in the side of my fucking leg and just flipped me. It was like 20, 30 yards away from the play.
I'm not
Flags
laughing.
hitting everywhere. I'm sitting there going, ah.
I'm not laughing because of your injury. I'm just laughing at seeing you flip. Like,
Yeah.
Were you
Yeah,
like
I
flipped
wish
over
I
the
could.
guy?
Yeah. He was at full sprint and threw his shoulder
Why
right
the fuck
here.
if you were running to the huddle would he tackle you?
Flags hitting everywhere. This shit was they sent them back a few yards, but damn, I was done for
That kid was like, I'm out for blood.
I was the biggest kid in our like division at the time.
He's like, we're losing. Fuck it, I'm going out.
Just looking like I'm gonna go after this big boy running down the field.
Yeah,
Like you do in prison,
What
just
was
find
your-
the biggest
what was
one.
your thing? What was your position?
I was a defensive tackle, and then I played most of wherever on the offensive line that they needed me.
My dad was a center
Yeah, see,
in high school.
Yeah.
Anywho,
My real dad.
you found out how to time travel. When and where would you go?
I like the medieval times, but I'm scared of all the diseases.
Yeah, the dysentery. The shit yourself would be crazy.
All right, so let's say we had somewhat of the modern conveniences of like our vaccines and whatnot.
Fuck was that, Justin?
I have no idea.
What's that, Justin?
If there's somebody there, do it again.
I think it was
That sounded like the Alexa.
Now she's listening.
cut. No, she ain't. She's like, nope.
She looked over and she saw we were all looking at her and turned off.
That's what it sounded like, but I don't
It sounded
know.
like she's starting to say something.
Like she wanted to chime in on some of this.
Like, ooh, I'd like to go back to.
Yeah. Let me go into the future where I rule the world.
I don't know. Would you go back or would you go forward? to
That's
see
the
how things
question.
work?
I don't know. Let's say that.
Do I go and stay there, or do I come back?
Let's say you can go and visit. Where?
And it's
where
only-
was
it's-
your first place?
And it's a one-time ordeal.
Let's call it. Yeah, just what was the one shot that you would want to go to before you start thinking about it?
If I'm just visiting and not living, I'd go into the future.
Yeah, I want to go 10 years in the future, see if we finally make it, if it's worth keeping this track, or if my like see what's going on. Like what's let's dip the temperature in what I got going on, and see what.
Even if it wasn't taken off, I'd still do it.
No, that's true. I'm not talking about this.
You said to see
I
if it's
ain't talking
if what
about
I got
this.
going on is worth it.
I ain't talking about.
What are you
this.
talking about then?
Don't worry about
What
it.
are you talking about?
We have to be honest with our
I'm
listeners.
dipping my toe, see if I got things going on, man.
I'd probably go in the future and just see what's up.
I mean, I like the thought of going back and seeing like all the medieval shit. Like it just sounds neat. But then going into the future itself, like how you said you want to go 10 years into the future, how far would you want to go?
Probably about 10 years just to see what's up. 10, 15.
Honestly, like I don't know.
Because that'd be 40, so I'd be a good age.
But what if we go?
I
into the
want to go.
future?
I want to go like 500.
I don't give a fuck about 500.
But it's the,
I want to go in the future and see how my life turns out. Not.
So
But
help
then
me
it's not
God.
going to be the same then, no
So
matter what
help
you
me
do.
God, if I go into the future and I see a tombstone, I'm going. I'm like, how did it fucking happen? And why?
See, that's the thing is, if you go and you look at your own future, then you're going to change something to change that future, so that future.
Well, if I can go back in time, I'll do the same thing. I'd say put the donut down, you fat fuck.
Is the donut the catalyst? Because for me, it was the chocolate milk. Stop stealing chocolate
of your milk. This milk pool that you
I have a
going
milk.
on.
I would literally stay at my grandma's house during the weekends just because they had old milk. Don't fuck with me on this. It's weird.
I'm lactose intolerant, so your dreams are killing me. I
I love my dairy.
Yeah, let Eric take a swim. Your milk pool won't be clean for long.
What is it? Is this?
Swimming in chocolate milk.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, Eric ain't coming nowhere near my milk pool.
All right, so let's speed through some of these.
What are we at?
Are we hitting time?
Hour and 10.
Oh, wow.
What do we have to be at?
Nowhere in particular, but I gotta go to work, you fuck.
Why you gotta be rude to me when I ask? If Eric would ask, he'd be like, it's okay, Eric. I have to go to work. No.
Probably
what the fuck?
that one I probably would have said the same thing regardless.
Yeah.
Suck a big toe.
Come salty, I gotta go. Now you're using my shit.
I'll steal what I want to steal.
Hash browns.
Hash browns.
Because if I could go back in time and live, I wish I'd be Italian. I'd go back to like the 1940s, and I'd be like, let me join the mafia.
1940. You got like 2 years until World War II hits.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go. I'd get out of it.
Get out of it.
I'd have mafia connections. I'd find a way.
He'd fucking go to Canada.
I'd be like Vito Scaletta. I'd go over there, accidentally get injured, come back, have someone write me a fake thing, and start living my mob life.
Concrete shoes.
Sure enough. Favorite Get Amped songs?
Fucking Firework by Katy Perry.
Baby,
I feel like
you're
you're being real right now. Like
firework.
you jammed to that to get
Come
amped
on,
up
let
or
you
something.
I just remember that from the interview.
Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be your answer.
Gangster's
We're
Paradise.
interested to see what yours was.
Gangster's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise, not Gangster's Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise.
Anything from Amon Amarth. Like that Flight of the Blackbirds video that I showed you. It's like this heavy, screaming metal. It just makes me want to go to war with somebody. Like if I was playing, like, say, like Elder Ring or anything like that, just makes you want to, like, put on armor and go chop some shit down. I gotta say.
Not the ants, though.
Not the ants, though.
Not the ants.
Oh, violence.
Fucking Five Finger Death Punch. Godsmack. Breaking Benjamin can get me a little hype too. Some Eminem. Some Joyner Lucas. Some Nas. Kevin Gates.
You're in some deep thought over here. What do you?
Because I'm looking at you like one song, Eye of the Tiger. Second song. What's your second song?
I was looking for my
What are you
phone.
looking for?
My phone. Because my shit didn't populate right here. Alright, okay, so should we go to my workout playlist or my hype playlist? I got two of
We
them.
just said hype playlist.
Well, workout would be getting me hyped too because I lift weights and shit. So you go on here, you got
Hyped.
hype.
Go.
I was getting ready to say it, and you fucking tried to correct me on something.
Come on.
Eye of the Tiger. You got Hear Me Now, Bulletproof, RX Medicate, Legendary, Too Close, White Trash Millionaire, Not Alike, Lucky You, Bump in the Road, Wanted Dead or Alive, Take It Outside.
Wanted Dead or Alive. I swear to God, if that's the Bon Jovi song.
Yeah. Close to Heaven, I Will Not Bow, Crazy Bitch, Blame, I Was Wrong, The Vengeful One, Open Your Eyes, The Light,
So what is yours?
Down with the Sickness,
I have a whole.
I Got Your Six, Cold,
I have to look at mine.
I Get Off,
Of course you
Oh,
do.
do you?
yeah, No Role Models, Crawling, In the End, Way Down We Go. Those are my high playlists.
Shall I go on?
And then my workout, it's
White
got,
Trash Millionaire.
my workout one's got Dream On, Walk This Way, Black Velvet, Sail, Killing Me Slowly, Sober.
Sail?
Yeah.
No.
White Flag.
Is it the remake or is it the?
Sail.
Oh, have you heard somebody else?
Yep.
Not that one. There's another version.
That's the one I listen to.
A Wall Nation or something.
No, not anyone. There's another version.
That's actually a good song. I like that song.
Throne. Or
There it is. Devil Driver Sail. Try listening to that one.
Voices, Bodies. Those are two separate songs. Popular Monster.
Did you say Throne? Who sings Throne?
Bring Me the Horizon.
Play that one again.
Yeah, when you get the chance, listen to that Devil Driver Sail. At this point, that we're gonna get sued by a
Fucking, you're right. I didn't think about that.
986 hype songs.
900,
And they all are a different mix of things. I have some Lady Gaga.
Did I see Big Hero 6?
Yes, you did, sir.
Was that Fallout
Yeah,
Boys?
Immortals. I love that
Immortals?
song.
It
That
is a good song.
Gets me going.
You know they're terrible to see in live. Have you ever seen Fallout Boy live? I did not enjoy their stage show. Love the band, did not enjoy the stage
Heavy
show.
Dirty Soul from 21 Pilots. Whatever It Takes from Imagine Dragons. I love that song. Because you know who I think about every time I see it? Captain America. Seven Devils. See, now you guys are talking shit about my playlist here.
No one said anything about your playlist.
You did with your eyes.
No, I did not.
I can tell.
No, I did not. Fuck you.
Bitch.
All right.
Make your stupid face again. That stupid, oh, I don't care face. Oh, I don't care face.
That one?
Oh, do
The
it
one
again.
eyebrow goes,
Do
ha! I can hear the ghosts. That's from your earbud? Is
Yeah.
that what we were hearing earlier?
That may have been what we heard, but that did sound like the Alexa.
Your earbud is like 20 feet away, and I can hear it from over
I'm
here.
pretty sure I'm going deaf, but it is what it is.
Huh?
Let's see how many Tylenol PMs we can each take.
Yeah, but we have to crush them up.
Golly. Taking that shit right to the face. Alright.
Gotta snort them. I'm good to know that if I ever develop a cocaine problem, I would just be kicked out, not sent to rehab.
What? Wait, has this been a conversation? If I ever develop a coke problem.
This morning we talked about it. I'd just be kicked out. If you walked in with me having a coke problem, I'd just be kicked out. I would be taken to rehab. What's the next topic?
What was this conversation?
Me, of the building. He would be kicked out of the building.
Nope. You made it abundantly clear.
I never said podcast. I did say building. I would have you removed from the building.
That would be the
I'm talking about if
podcast.
he's in his office, come on, stabbing his desk. This is the whole conversation. He's trying to make me sound like a bad guy. If you walk in his office, he's got alcohol, cocaine everywhere. He's stabbing his desk with a knife and just snorting and being reckless.
He's playing like 5.
No, just stabbing his desk. Like I'm escorting you out of the building. Yes, you will be removed from the building. That's all I said. And he went on like, oh, no rehab, nothing. I'm like, I didn't get that far yet. I'm just saying I'd have you removed from the building.
I said when he walks in, and I'd be doing it from the knife, and as soon as I see him, I got ideas. And I snap my desk and put the knife in there. And he says, you guys to go. You gotta go.
You need to have the shed out
And,
back.
and he's like, and we'll be smaller at the time, so all I'm imagining is me being carried out like that. Because I call him without. I said, I'll find Eric, slap him and spit in his face.
He said, I'd find Eric. He said, I'd find Eric, walk right up there and slap him right in the face.
What the fuck? What did I do?
He's on coke. We don't know.
At that point, I had done like 7 lines in the last
Jeez.
hour and a half.
All right,
Line on both of them.
speed through these last few.
Oh, we can save them for next time if it's too late.
Is it a bunch?
It's like an hour and 20. We got 3 left, but these 3 left could be a while to talk about.
Let's save them for next time.
Or we'll save them. Okay, well, this is an hour and 20 minutes officially, and I'm going to have to go through and edit some stuff. Because I ain't trying to fucking get copyrighted.
That whole section's gonna go.
Yeah, that whole. Well, you leave a few seconds, but not much.
Yeah, you can't really go into lyrics.
How many seconds do you get?
It varies. It varies between 5, 10, 15, and 30. So I don't know.
We just leave it and then bring me to the horizon gives us a shout out.
Or they sue us, and then we'll never go anywhere.
Well, there's that.
Then we're even deeper in the hole.
All right. Anyway, so this has been another episode. Wait, what are we going to name it? Bring me the horizon.
Cocaine.
Interesting.
Bring me to the horizon. What was the first thing? Sail.
So please don't sue us. That's the name of it.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
sue.
You're out on the name at that. All right. So this has been another episode of the One Thing About Us podcast. I'm Justin.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Eric.
Stay sexy, everybody.
Stay classy.
And keep laughing.
All right.